So if you're not at the IAM homepage, then just go to your AWS console and type in the search box IAM and it'll take you there. We're going to click on users. So there's me. I'm going to click on that. I want to add some permissions. You can see here I've got already S3 full access, but we need a bunch of other things here, including Lambda, CloudFormation access, so that we can provision those infrastructure as code resources, as well as API access. So I'll go to here, add permissions. We're going to attach the policies directly, and under here we're going to search for AWS Lambda, and you can see there's a whole bunch of policies associated with AWS Lambda. We only need this ones. Also do the CloudFormation template I mentioned. We need full access for that. We want API gateway, administrator access, that one. And then let's put the full one name in here so that we can find it more easily. That one. Okay, next. Okay, just double check you've got the 4 there: Lambda, CloudFormation, API Gateway, and CloudWatch. Add those. And we're not done yet, but do this iteratively. Let's try again. We can potentially make use of ChatGPT again if needed, or debug ourselves. So if you press up here, just cycle back. We run the same command to do the serverless deploy. It's creating the stack. Trying to create the stack. Okay, so looks like it's failed again. Let's check why. Here we go, view the full error. Roll back a little bit. Okay, this is a bit more descriptive. So we can see that create role, the IAM user is not authorized to perform create role. So part of that serverless CloudFormation template basically needs you to be able to create a role within AWS. We haven't got that. So we need to add here a custom policy, which allows us to do that create role action. So let's go back into AWS. Similar to before, you can go roll back to users, click on users, add permissions. Now, if I go to add permissions, you go back to the same screen we were on, but this time I'm going to do attach policies directly and then create policy. Okay, so previously we were using the built-in templates AWS provide. AWS policies, we need a custom policy here. So go to create policy. In the JSON tab there, we're going to put a little bit of JSON in that assigns these role policies. It should get around that error message. So I'm going to copy and paste that in. This will be provided again outside of the videos. You can see there, these are the actions that we're going to be able to do. Go to next. an extra view. I'm going to give this a name. I'm going to call it IAM create role policy. Okay, create policy. That already exists. Okay, so it's from one I've done earlier. Let's do this. In my case, I'm going to add in 2. Okay. Now we have to add that to our user. So go back to users. You can see them there. There's my previous one and the new one. I probably should have put a description in there. Do some cleanup after. Back at users here, I'm going to go to username, add permissions. You can see the previous ones we had the AWS policies are there, but I want the custom policies I've just added as well. I need to attach it. So add permissions, attach policies directly, similar to how we did before. I'm going to look for that custom policy, IAM. Can take either of these two really. Take the one I just created. Okay, so you've got the checkbox. Next, add permissions. Okay, and you can see one policy has been added and it should pop up at the bottom of this. So that's the list of all of the rights, effects, IAM policies that are attached to me as a user. And then if we go back to Visual Studio, we cycle back to our previous serverless deploy command. Here we go. It looks like our run this time has completed. You can see there's no errors. There's some warnings about deprecations. Don't need to worry too much about that, or can update those and by running this command serverless doctor, but it's completed. These are the endpoints. If I click on one of those, this is our app on AWS. You can see up there, there's a URL that's now hosted, and we're good to go.